The name Hoyt has been closely associated with Saginaw, Michigan from its very earliest days. In fact, the website geologytrails.com had this to say: a sketch of the career of Jessie Hoyt includes to a large extent the history of East Saginaw, for no other pioneer did so much towards its creation and growth. With Norman Little as his agent in 1849, was purchased the site which now constitutes a considerable portion of Saginaw's east side, and they, with Alfred M. Hoyt, a brother of Jessie, may be regarded as the founders of the city. End quote. This past summer at an estate sale, I was perusing some vintage books when I happened across a vintage Bible, but it was like so many I've seen from the 1890 to 1900 era. In size, it would be about 8 by 5 inches. It has a black leather cover with Holy Bible stamped in gold on its spine. It is King James Version, and like multitudes of others, was printed by the Oxford University Press, Amen Corner. On the front flyleaf is what makes this Bible so significantly historical to Michigan and the Saginaw area, and that is the signature of Jessie M. Hoyt's wife, who could well be considered Saginaw's First Lady. As was customary at the time, she signed it with her husband's name, Mrs. J. M. Hoyt, the mother of our city. Nestled between the pages of 1 Kings 14 and 1 Kings 15 was placed a small clipping which reads, "A word of comfort, you cannot do without God, and He depends upon you. Without Him you are a spineless weakling, and without your response and cooperation, He is convicted of having made a mistake in creating you. With His help, you can climb over every barrier to real success and happiness. With your allegiance, He can win scores to faith in Him." End quote again. That was originally penned by Frederick G. Budlong. I wonder if Mrs. Hoyt herself placed the clipping there. A little further on, in the Book of Psalms, was placed another small piece which reads, "Bible Thought for Today, Systematic Giving. Upon the first day of the week, let every one of you lay by him in store, as God has prospered him." That being from 1 Corinthians 16:2. Two landmarks in particular here in Saginaw bear the Hoyt name. First is the Hoyt Public Library. In 1882, Jessie Hoyt bequeathed $100,000 to the city of East Saginaw for a library. Construction of the Hoyt Public Library began in 1887 and opened in 1895. It was built in the Richardson Romanesque style, with exterior walls constructed of limestone quarried locally at Bayport, and with Lake Superior red sandstone trimming the edges, making it a striking-looking building. Interestingly, a 1920 edition created a new entrance, which was an exact replica of the entrance of Canterbury Castle. At the library's full opening in 1895, the library boasted 20,000 volumes. Then also, we have Hoyt Park, a valuable piece of property, which is truly one of the showcases of the city and a place where many community events are held. Jessie Hoyt foresaw the advantage and value of free breathing room and recreational places, and providing the land so accessibly suited or situated for a beautiful park shows his deep interest in the welfare of the community. It has been said that there is no greater testimonial of the generosity and heartfelt interest in the community by Mr. Hoyt could be realized than these two vitally important institutions which bear the Hoyt name. I have no information on Mrs. Hoyt, but one can only imagine that she shared his love and dedication for Saginaw. Jessie Hoyt was born in New York on March 12, 1815, and it fell to him the job of carrying out carving out a settlement from what was at the time a nearly impenetrable forest, which is exactly what Saginaw was, as well as swampland. Saginaw, except for recent times, was always a prospering metropolis, and no doubt it will bounce back again. I have a feeling that Jessie Hoyt, if he could now survey what he instituted so many years ago, would still look with favor upon his beloved Saginaw. Back, however, to the Bible, with the neat signature Mrs. J. M. Hoyt. What a treasure to find amongst the bric-a-brac at a local estate sale. Truly, it has become a very treasured part of my very eclectic collection, owned by myself and my son David. Well, thanks for watching, and God bless, and have a blessed day.